This is your IELTS speaking test. I'm Nhi. I'm your examiner. And what's your name?
Yeah, welcome to meet you. I am full name Nguyễn, Giang.
Okay.
And you can call me Giang.
Okay. Okay. Can I have your passport or identity card,
okay,
please?
hold on. I will leave it by my side.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's start the speaking test. Part 1. Let's talk about yourself. Where do you live?
Well, I live in the southern area of the Ho Chi Minh City. The place where it's very peaceful with the coffee shops around and grocery store, which make there is very convenient for us.
Okay. And are you a student or do you work now?
Well, I'm just only 16 now, and legally I'm still a student. I'm in grade 10 of the Điểm High School.
Okay, and what's your hobby?
Till when it comes to my hobby, my go-to will be playing games. Honestly, I'm kind of a gaming person, which means that I will spend more time than others people to play video games such as Genshin Impact or Arena of Valor.
Okay, let's talk about tea or coffee. What do you prefer, tea or coffee?
I can say that I'm a really big fan of coffee. Well, I mean, I'm not really love tea because sometimes it's just a little bit like bitter. And my tongue just don't like that taste, so I think coffee is better because I don't really love tea.
Okay, now, do you remember when was the last time you drank coffee?
Well, just yesterday, and so that's why I remember it so clearly at the 4 a.m. because that day I have exam in the first class, so I get myself to wake up very early and to revise the lessons.
Okay, now let's talk about musical instrument. Which musical instrument do you like listening to most and why?
Well, it caused me at very young age when I was still a little girl. My uncle is a guitar player, and sometimes he does some guitar note for us. I mean, his relatives and trials. It's just really good. I don't know how to explain about it because I'm not an instrument player. But if you get a try to meet my uncle, you should ask him for a song.
Okay. Now, do you think children should learn to play an instrument at school?
Well, I mean, since music is good, but playing instruments should be an optional one because not every child can play instrument well, and some just don't have a passion in it.
Okay. Now let's move to part 2. Okay. Okay. Now let's describe a person who enjoys cooking for others. Okay, let's start.
Well, when you say about that topic, there was a blank in my mind because, as I recall, I just don't have any friend who has the hobby as cooking. But then I suddenly comes up with an idea about how about talking about my mother, who's always the one stand in the kitchen and cook for us. Cooking is not very of her favorite work, but she always put love on every meal for the families, which means she really cares for us, and it just really tastes really good because from the very young age, she's compulsory had to cook for the family as a tradition of Vietnam back then. And every weekend, she sometimes does a dessert like pudding or flan or milk tea by her recipe, and the taste is not as really good. I mean, because the price was very unaffordable, so yeah, it has a reason for it. But I can just feel how much effort and dedication she had put in it, which make me really enjoy every time she does.
Okay, now let's move to part 3. Have you ever cooked for others?
Well, I'm not very good at cooking, so I'm afraid that I will surely poison them. But I used to do for once. Well, it was the day when my mom couldn't be home, so I had to do a simple meal for me and my younger brother. It's just about rice and fried fish with fried egg and a simple soup.
Okay, now the last question. Do you agree that food is an important part of Vietnamese festival?
Well, according to my experience, food is just a soul of everything, not just Vietnam, but every countries out there and every festival, of course. While you are wandering in a festival, you will need to have an experience about trying the traditional food or drinkings, and it would not just gain your determination about exploring more, but also memory for the next time you go travel there.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of our speaking test. Okay.